Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, we are successfully able to add that our blog category, and now I want to add that our blog post. Let's do that work. For doing this, I want to go back to that our admin sidebar again. I want to create another new menu. Here, if you go to that our admin sidebar, that is in our admin, and then the body, and that is our body sidebar, right? So I want to open this sidebar, and before adding that our menu, I want to also better create another new table. I want to go to that our terminal, and here I want to make it as a clear, and then I want to create on the new model that will be the PHP artisan, and then the make model. I want to create on the new model, and I just name that model like as a blog post. And then the post that will be as a blog post, and also at a time I want to create on the migrations table. Now click as enter. Now both of these that should be created, which is fine. Now I want to go to that our first of all in our database, and into this database there is a migration, and here I want to go to that our create. So first of all, here I want to create another new field. Better I want to copy it, and then I want to add it in here. Multiple field now that will be needed. First of all, our main things that will be our category, that means our blog category. This blog category ID that should be inserted in particular that our blog post table. So I want to make it as a blog. Okay, that will be as a blog cat underscore ID. That means our blog category ID, and here this one I want to make it as integer. That will be as integer. Okay, ZER. That is our blog category, and then I want to take another field that will be as a post title. Okay, post underscore title. Post title. And to take another one that will be our post slack. I name it as a post underscore slack. Okay, that means whatever the post you will be added, that will be generated on the post slack. And then I want to take another one that will be as a long description. Okay, that means that will be as a long underscore description, DESCRP. I just name it in short as a description. And description that should be obviously one of the text type. Here I want to make it as a text. And then I want to take another one that will be as our image. I name it as a post, or just that like as an image. Okay, so that will be as an image. So that's all. Now I simply define one of the blog title, that is the blog category ID, blog post, blog slack, long description, and the image. Okay, here if you go to our Frontend into the blog template, here that is the image will be needed, or that is the category related that will be needed, created that will be automatically generated, and that is our title I have take it, and that is our description. For now that is fine for me. I want to take it, and that will be all that our field. And then our next process will be here we have to make it as a protected guarded. Then our all that field that should be as a fillable. I click as a save all. Now that is fine, and now we have to migrate it. That will be as a PHP artisan and migrate. Click as a enter. Now there is a new database table that should be created as a blog post. If you go to our database, now that should be created another one. Here as a blog post, you can see that is actually our blog post. So right now there is a two things will be needed. One is our blog category, and that is actually our blog post. So here actually that is the blog category ID that should be inserted into this our blog post ID. So first of all, I want to complete that our easy process. I want to get all that our data. So if you want to get this data, now I want to go back to that our sidebar. Right, so that is actually blog post. I want to better close it. And that is in our sidebar. And into this sidebar area, I want to copy it. I want to copy the total LI, and then I want to take another one in here. I paste it. Now that will be as a blog post setup. Okay, that will be actually two of this menu, because here also you have to add this data. Now better I want to copy this LI, and then I paste it. So one will be as a all. Okay, all blog post, and also another will be as a add all blog post. So I make it as a add. Okay, that will be as a add blog post. So first of all, I want to get all that our blog post data. So I make it as a all blog and post. This type of one of the route. Now we have to create. I want to go to that our web.php, and in here I want to better copy this one. Okay, inside that our auth middleware. Here I want to simply paste it. Now one by one we have to also update these things. Now in our block controller, I want to create another new method that will be as a all blog post. I copy it. Now that will be our all blog post. Our URL will be as a all, okay, all, and then the blog, and then that will be as a post. Now this step up one of the URL, and here our method will be as all and blog post. Now this step one of the method I want to create. Okay. So now I create this method in our block controller. I want to go to our block controller, and in here after that I want to create another new function that will be the public, and then the function, our method name will be as a all blog post. And into this all blog post I want to get all the data from to this our all blog post table. Here first of all we have to import it. I want to go here, I want to import this our model. Our model name, I name it as a blog post. Now that will be our blog post. I simply take that our blog post. Great. So now that is the blog post data I want to get it. So here into this our all blog post I want to take one of the variable. I just name that variable as a post, and post will be same our blog post related all that latest data I want to simply take it. So that will be as a get this data. Great. And then I want to return one of the view page, that will be return one of the view in our admin into this backend. And in here I want to create another new one as a post, and then I want to create another new file that will be all post. Okay, all post. This type of the page we have to create. We have to pass that our compacted data. Compact data I have already take it, all that our blog post data by the variable as a post. Now here I simply take it. Now we have to create this folder in our backend. I want to go to our view and into this our admin, and there is a backend. In here I want to create another new folder as a post, and into this folder area I want to create another new file that will be as a all post.blade.php. Okay, so now this page will be just like that our review. Here if you go to that our review, that is our all review. I want to copy everything from to this our all review, and now I want to add it in our all post. Here I want to simply add it. So now that will be the name. I want to change it. That will be the all blog post, and in here first of all that will be actually our name will be as a title, title, that will be the title. Another one I want to visible it like as a Slack will be generated. Description will be our image, right? So also our block category will be needed. So first of all better I want to show that our category, okay, that will be the category that means our block category that should be displayed. Then the title, then I want to display the images, then I want to display that our post, okay, that will be the post. That's all. So now that is actually our description actually. So you can also display the description or post whatever you choose. Now I name it as a description. Okay, that will be the description, DESCRIPTION. Great. So that's all. That's all that actually our field. Now I have already get all the data from our post table. I take it with the variable as a post, and now I pass it. So here I simply receive it, our post, that will be our key, will be the item. First of all that is our category, and in our category means that is actually our field ID as a block category ID. So I want to display directly. Then our title field name as a post title. I want to copy it. Now that will be here as a post title. And then the image will be the same field. Okay, here also I have used the same as an image. Now that should be as an image should be displayed. And then that is our will be as a long description. I copy it. So now that it will be as a long description, and also here I pass it as a 50 character, that will be limit with our STL limit, right? And then that is actually our description that should be displayed, and then our edit and delete. That's all. That's all here we have to add. Now if we click as a save all, and now I want to run that our PHP Artisan optimize that should be running successful. And now if you go to back here in our project, I want to refresh it. Now that should be another new menu, right? So that should be another new menu as a post. You can see that have some of the issues. I want to go to that our sidebar. Into the sidebar area, that is actually the ended. Okay, here there is and closing is missing, and also that is a block cat. I want to better use it as a post. Okay, that will be as a post. I want to use it as a post ID. So then that will actually differentiate with our another one. Click as a save all, and now if you go, I want to refresh it. Now that is fine. Okay, so now that is fine. If you go to this our all blog post, and now that is successfully get that our all blog post as a all blog post. So now there is a serial number, category, title, image, description, and action. So right now I don't have any data. So now we have to insert this data. So what I want to continue this process in our next video. I will work for our insert that our add blog post. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video here, we are successfully able to get all that our blog post data. Now in this video, I want to add this blog post data. So let's design this page. For doing this, I want to go to that our sidebar again. And in here, I want to create on the new route. A route name, I name it as a add. Okay, that will be the add blog post. Now I want to create this route. I just simply copy it. Now if you go to that our web.php, in here I want to now replace it. That will be as a add. Okay, rather than you can actually remove it one by one. I want to actually create it. Better I copy it, and now I want to paste it. Now that will be another one as a add blog post. So here I want to use it as a add blog post. Our URL will be as a add blog post. That will be the method as a add blog post. Now this type of another method I want to create. I copy it, and now to go to that our block controller. So into this block controller area here, after that I want to create another new method that will be as a public, and then the function method name will be as a add blog post, and that will be ended. Okay, here after that I want to end it. Great. So now that's fine, and here all we have to do in our add blog post area, we have to also visible all that our blog category related data. So that is the reasons here I want to simply take one of the variable by the name as a block cat. Okay, that means block category. And here if you want to access that our block category data, before I have already imported that is our block category model. So that is actually our block category. I want to access this our block category latest all the data. I want to take it as a latest data. I want to get it. That means all the data I want to get it, and then I want to return one of the view page. That is a return view will be the same page. That means in our admin, in our backend, and into this backend that is a post. And here I want to now create another new one as a add. Okay, add underscore post, and then I want to compact this data. That will be as a compact that is the block category. I have already take it, and that is the category data. I simply take it in, pass it in here in our add post. Okay, so now I want to create this file as a add post in our backend post folder. So into this backend in our post folder here, I want to create another new file, and I just name that file as a add post.blade.php. And now this page will be actually just like here. Also our if you go to that our some about page, into this about page, maybe I have already loaded one of the, that is a description, that means our quills editor. So that will be actually needed. So better I want to copy everything from our about us. So here for that reasons I want to go to that our backend, into the backend there is a about, and there is a get about all the data. So here this page I want to copy everything from here. There is also image is available. Okay, now I want to copy everything from here, and now in our add post area I want to paste it, which is fine. And now from to these positions I want to do here, that is actually all that our data. So I want to update it. That will be as a add. Okay, add blog post. I want to simply update it as a add blog post. Now that will be the name. Another one as a add blog post, and then there is actually our input field. There is a hidden field will be not needed right now. I want to remove it because now I want to actually insert this data. There is a value will be not needed, and then there is a description. Okay, great. So in particular that positions, first of all we have to take another field where I copy this div, and this div area I want to take another one. I simply paste it. Now I want to make it as a 6 by 6. Then what exactly that will be look like, I want to check it. Here I am to make it as a 6 by 6. That will be also as a 6. I want to make it as a 6. Okay, and rest of everything will be same. Here also that is a data will be not needed. I want to remove it, and here rest of there is asset will be display actually one of the default image. Right, so there is a default image that should be a display as a no image, and no image if you want to visible it, I have already done this job in multiple places. Like if you go to that our review, add review, into this add review area, you can see that is a cloud URL as a no image. I want to display it. So in particular that positions I want to display that our no image, and that is a save changes. Perfect. Now to check it here, if you now click as a save all, and now if you load that our PHP Artisan optimize, I want to check that our design first here. If you refresh it, and now if you go to that our add post, you can see that is actually display that things like that way. There is a title, that is one of the another title, description. So here I want to actually upload one of the that will be actually one of the select form. Select form means here if you go to our template, I want to go to our template, and here I want to open our index file. So that is actually our backend template, right? So into this backend template I want to open with here, and now if you go to our form and general element, actually there is a drop down that will be needed. Okay, there is another drop down. I want to simply take it, and if you take this drop down, that is a input, I want to use that as an input selector. So here this type of the drop down, or here if you go actually design, I want to actually take it. Okay, fine. Right now I want to take this out, this one. I click as the inspect, and here if you go, you can see that is on the select form functionality. So I want to simply select it. I make it as a edit with HTML, and now I want to copy it. Okay, copy this select form, and now that is the things I want to use it in our that is our first area. So here if you go, there is a title. So here I want to display that our blog, okay, blog category, and blog category area, that should be not that input field. Here I want to use that our select form, and into this select form area here I don't need this, only one options that will be here, and then that is the name I want to update. I want to update that name will be as per our database field name. Our database field I have already assigned it as a block category ID. I copy it. Now that will be as a block category ID, and into this options area I want to load one of the for loop, okay, for each loop. So that will be for each is started, for each is ended. I want to end this for each here. After that I want to end it. So here if you go to that our block controller, you can see I have already get that our block category data, and I pass it with the compact method by the name as a block category in our add post. So here we have to first of all receive it. We have to receive this our block cat. I just want to access it by the name as a cat. Now with this cat I want to display that our category data. So that will be with our cat. I want to display our block category data field name, as I have already named it as a category underscore name. So that will be as a category underscore name. Okay, and here into this our options I want to pass that our value, and value will be here. I want to pass this that is the block category ID. So that means that is actually our cat. With this cat I want to pass that our block category ID. That's great. So now all that our block that should be also loaded. If you now click as a save all, and now if you go right now they have the 4 block category, and if you now go to that our project, and in here if you refresh it, you can see that is successfully loaded our, that is a finance data, that is a new business, technology and development. So by default that is actually selected one. So I want to do in here I want to take another options. Okay, I copy, or rather than before that our for each I want to take another option is started, option is ended, and value here I don't want to select any value here. That will be as a selected. Okay, I name it as a selected, and this selected area here that will be display as a select category. Okay, now that will be fine. By default that will be actually selected as a select category. So that is the things I want to do. I want to add it in here. So that is a selected. I want to make it as a empty. Now if you click as a save all, and now when you actually refresh this page, you can see by default that will be actually selected as a select category, and now from here you can actually choose any type of block category you want. Great, that is fine. And then our another field as a title here I want to update it. So another field here as a title, and also our database field name if you go as a post title, I better copy it. I want to update it by the field name as a post title. Here also better want to name it as a post title, and then that will be as a post description. I name it as a post description. That will be another text area here. That will be not display. I want to display it by the name as a long description. I copy it. Now that will be here as a long description. Okay, perfect. And then that will be our quills editor. That is a quills editor that should be loaded, which is fine. And then that is our about page. I want to make it as a post. Okay, post photo or post image, whatever you choose. I name it as a post image, and post image it will be our file type, our field name as per our database field name also here as an image. That means that is totally fine. Okay, so now that's all here you have to do. So now we have to add this data. I want to simply update this one, so that will be here. All that informations I have already added. So now I want to create another new route and also make that sure NC type multi-part form data is in particular that area. And that is because here from to this position I will also upload the image, right? So now I want to create another new route. I just named that route as store. Okay, store blog post. Now this type of another route I want to create. I want to go to that our web.php, and in here I want to create another new one. I copy it and I paste it. Now that will be the name as store blog post. I copy it, and now that will be here by the name as store blog post. That will be as store blog post. I want to make it as a post method obviously, and that will be as store. Okay, store blog post. Now that is the store blog post. We have to insert it. So this will be just like that our review here. We don't need this right now. All post also will be not needed right now. I want to go to get some of the references from to this our controller. Like here at same things I have already done it for the review, and into this review area if you go, that is actually our store review. So now better I copy total things from here. Okay, copy total things, that is our store review. I copy it, and now in our block controller area I want to paste it. So now we have to update that our category, that is our store method name as a store blog post. I want to update it. That will be the store blog post, and there is a request will be request. Our file name also the image. Here we don't need to change anything, and also image manager which I have already loaded, which is fine. Now extension and size, which size will be that here. If you go to our template, into the template, that should be as a 746 and 500. I make it as a 7, okay, 746, and then our height will be as a 500, and that should be a save in our upload and in our post. Okay, post folder. I want to save it. I want to save it into this post folder. So we have to also create this folder name in our backend, in our upload, in our public, and then the upload folder. Here I want to create another new one as a post. So our post related all that image that should be save it into this our post folder, which is fine. And then that will be our model name. In our which table I want to insert this data, I want to insert it in our blog post table. So there is a model name as a blog post. I want to use it as a blog post, and the create will be our database, all that field name, like as a first of all as a blog ID. I want to use it as a blog ID. Blog ID will be our requested field name. Our requested field name also here I name it as a blog cat ID. Now that will be as a blog cat ID. And then another one will be our post title. I copy it. Now that will be as a post title. Here our requested field name. Our requested field name will be here. I have also updated as a post title. So now that will be as a post title. And then that will be our slag. Slag will be just like that same that I have already done this job. You can see there is a lot of slag category slag I have created, but I copy it. And now I want to use it for the slag will be just like that same. Here our field name as a post slag. I copy it. So that will be as a post slag. Whatever the our post title you will be added. So that is our requested post title. So this post title area that will be generated this type of one of the post slag, right? I hope you already know about this part. And now after that, that is another one as a long description. I copy it. Now that will be field name as a long description. Long description will be our requested field name. I have already assigned it by the name as a long description. So now that will be as a long description. And the image, our field name, our database field name as an image, and that will be as a save. Okay, and automatically that when you use it as a create, automatically that will be inserted your created that time, which is really, really great. Okay, so here we successfully done this job, and now after that, that should be displayed the notification as a blog post. Okay, I name it as a blog post. That will be the post inserted successfully. Alert type will be a success type. It should be return redirect to our all blog post that I have already created. It should be return redirect to our all blog post. Great. So friend, that's all you have to do. I hope each and every line, everything that should be very clear to you. Now I want to check it. If you click as a save all, and now I want to run that our PHP addition optimize running successful. And now if you go, I want to, right now we don't need it, I want to close it. Okay, or right now it's fine. I want to better refresh this page. And now that is our category, post title and descriptions. Now I want to check it. Here I want to select it on the category like as a finance data. I post this type of one of the post name, and for education purpose I want to take some of the data. Okay, so here I want to actually copy it, and now I want to use it in here. That will be one of the descriptions. If you want to change anything, you can actually change it from to these positions, but right now it's fine. And then that will be our post image. For education purpose I want to use this one. So that's all. Now if you click as a save changes, if everything okay, perfect, there is a blog post inserted successfully, and you can see our ID as a category ID 1 I have actually selected, that is inserted. Title is visible, image is visible, and descriptions area that is display our also the p tag. So as I told you before, if you don't want to display any type of HTML tag, then what exactly you have to do? Now I want to go back to that our all page. That means if you go to the all post page, here I have used it these things like that way. Here we have to use it as a double exclamator started, and that will be ended with the double exclamator. Then our editor related any type of HTML tag that should be not display. If you click as save all, here if you refresh it, now that is totally fine. But here one of the issue, like I want to add another post. I click as a add post, and I want to select it as a technology, and for the technological I select this type of one of the name, and I want to copy another post. I copy it and I post it. I just make it as a bold and choose another image. I simply select it, click as a save changes. Now you can see it inserted, that is a 3. I have selected as a 3, and 3 means here if you go right now, that is our block category ID as a 3 is inserted, and if you go to our block category, 3 means as a technology. So now friend, we have to create one of the relationship. We have to create one of the relationship with our blog post table to our blog category. So here we have to create the relationship, and throughout this relationship we have to actually get this data, not the ID. So how can create some of the relationship in Laravel? In our next video I will show you that things with the live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video here, we are successfully able to add that our blog post, but there have some of the issues, like here I have displayed that our category ID. So that should be not display the category ID, a specific this category related. If you go in our blog category, and there is a blog category, that is actually ID is now inserted into this our blog post table, right? So into this blog post table, there is a blog category ID area that is actually inserted. So I want to create one of the relationship with our blog post table to our blog category, then a specific this ID related I want to get this name. How you can do this work in Laravel, I show you. So for doing this, we have to create the relationship. We have to create it throughout that our model. That means now I want to go to that our blog post table, that is a blog post model, and into this model area, after that I want to create on the relationship that will be as a public. I just name it as a function, public function. I name it as a blog. That will be actually our function name. And into this functions area here, I want to return one of the these, that will be as a this, and this will be one of the belongs to as a belongs belongs to. That means that is actually our blog post, and this blog post will be belongs to our another model that will be belongs to our blog category table, right? So there is a blog category model, so that will be belongs to that our blog category, and then that is our blog category model here, that will be actually class. Okay, that will be the class. And in here in our blog post table, into the blog post table here, if you go into this blog post table, which field, our field name as a blog cat underscore id. So I want to use it in here. That will be as a blog, okay, blog, and then the cat underscore id. And this blog cat id will be create the relationship with our, that is the blog category, and that is the blog category means this one actually blog category, and that is the id. That's how you have to actually create the relationship. So I want to access that our id. I hope, friend, the concept is very clear to you. So here now, that is by this I have actually done these things like that way. In our blog post table, these blog post tables will be belongs to our blog category table, and into this blog post table, that is our blog cat id, that will be matched with our blog category table id. So here, that's how you have to create the relationship. Now with this relationship, we can able to access all the data in our blog category. So here now I want to visible this data. So if you want to now visible it, we have to go to that our all post. Before directly I have displayed that our blog category ID. That means in our blog post table, there is a blog category ID, right? So now here I have already created the relationship. So first of all, we have to define that our relationship name. Our relationship name, I name it in here in our blog post. Into the blog post, I create the relationship name as a blog. So that will be our relationship name. And then with this relationship, we can able to access that our blog category field data. So now we can able to access it our blog category, and that is the field name I want to display as a category name. So that will be as a category underscore name. Now that should be display our category name. Let's check this out. If you click as a save all, and now if you go here, I want to refresh it, and you can see for the 3 ID, that was actually the technology. For the 1 ID as a finance data, now that is successfully display our, that is the category name. That is very important, one of the things. I hope you now get some idea how to create the relationship with our another of this table, and how you can deal with it, how you can visible this relationship data with by the name. Now I hope this is very clear to you. Here we are successfully able to complete that our category name in here. Now we can actually able to add this data, and we can now also able to show all that our relationship data by the name as a blog category name in here. So next video I want to complete that our edit, update, and delete functionality for the blog post. So thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, here we are successfully able to display a specific our which category post is that is the category name. We successfully visible it, how to create some of the relationship in Laravel. I hope this concept is very clear. Now in this video, I want to complete that our edit and update functionality. Let's do that work. For doing this, our process will be same. I want to go to that our all blog post. That means right now that will be not needed. I want to go to that our all post. That is our post and all post. And now here that have also one of the item. So I want to create another new one as edit post. Okay, edit post, and also edit post will be with the ID. The process will be same. Now we have to create this our route. I want to go to that our web.php. And in here I want to better copy it, and I paste it. Now that will be as a edit post. I copy it. Now that will be here as a edit post, and I make it as a edit blog post. You can also use it. Okay, better I want to use it as a edit, and then the blog post. Okay, because before I have already used it like that way, so better I copy it as edit blog post. That will be as edit blog post. Our URL will be edit blog post, and also here that should be one of the requested ID. So I pass that ID. I create another new method that will be as edit. Okay, edit blog post. Great. So now this type of one of the method we have to create in our blog controller. I want to go to that our blog controller, and in here I want to create it. So that will be as a public. That will be the public, and then the function, and then our method name will be as a edit blog post, and then also that should be one of the requested ID. Here I want to receive it, that is the requested ID. Okay, and also better I want to make it as a and method. That will be as a and method. So simple job. Now here I want to take on the variable as a post, and then from to this our blog post table, right? So that is a blog post table. I want to get that our blog post table related. I want to find out, so that will be the find. I want to find that our requested ID, that is a requested ID related all the data I want to get it. And here I want to return one of the view page, that will be the return view into the same place in our admin, in our backend, into the backend, that is our post folder. And in here now I want to create another new file that will be as the edit post, and also here I want to pass it or by the compact data. Compact will be our specific ID related data. I take it with the variable as a post. Here I simply take it, and also here our block category will be also needed for the edit page, right? So that is the reasons I also want to get that our block category data, which I have already added in our add post. Simple, I want to better copy it, and now also here I take that our block category related all that our block category data, I pass it also in here. So now after that I want to also pass another one that will be as a blog post. So here I pass that our specific requested blog post ID data, specific row ID data, that will be get. I pass it with the variable as a post, and also I get all that our blog category data by the name as a blog post. So now we have to create our, that is a page as the edit post. I copy it now to go to that our post folder. So that is in our backend, into the backend, that is our post folder. And in here I want to create another new file that will be the edit post.blade.php, and this page will be just like that our add post. So now from to the add post I want to copy everything, and now in our edit post I want to paste it. So only here we have to display the value. So I make it as the edit blog post, and then also I want to update it, that will be as a edit blog post. And then from here that will be our block category. So now that is the block category. You can see that is the same variable name. Here I have already passed it by the name as a block category. That means here our block category that should be a display. And now here after that will be our post. Here I want to show that our title. So now that will be the value. Process will be same as I told you before. Now I have already get that a specific blog post data by the variable as a post. Here I pass it throughout this compact method in our edit post. So now in here I want to make it with this post. I want to visible our field name, our database field name also as the same name as a post title. So that means here a specific our like as a 1 ID or 2 ID related total row data that will be get. So it should be also get that our post title. Okay. I want to visible it. Then the description that should be, I hope you already remember here, that will be like that way. Here I want to use the exclamator, and exclamator will be ended. And in here throughout this post I want to display our field name. Our field name I have used it as a long description. So now there is a long description value data that should be display, which is fine. And then the image now that should be display our existing image. If you want to visible it, that will be as an asset. And then here with our post I want to visible that our image. That's all, right? Now that should be display. So now that is actually all that our field. Now if you click as a save all, and now if you go to that our PHP Artisan optimize, I want to run it, and now I want to go back here. I want to go and I want to refresh it. Like right now that is one of the ID. Here I want to click as a edit. There is a 2 ID related our blog post data is successfully get, our post description is successfully get, and also is successfully get that our image. Great. And then there is only one issue, that is our block category. Right now you can see all that our block category is loaded, which is fine. But here for a specific this post, I have already selected as a technology, right? So that means that should be also selected as a technology. So how you can do this work? For doing this, we have to create one of the simple condition, like in particular that area, that is our that is actually our for each. Now I want to better take it a little bit left side. Okay, take it a little bit left side. In particular this value here. After that I want to put another condition. Okay, that will be one of the condition. Condition will be here. I have already get all that our block category data. So that is the block category data. We can able to access it with our cat ID. So now here I want to put it with this cat. I want to access that our block category ID when that will be equal. That means now if you go to that our two of this database, like here into this our blog post area, I have already added that our blog cat underscore ID. That means in our blog category ID field, that means if you go to that our blog category, into this blog category, that is the ID. When this will be matched with our, that is the blog post table, that is the blog category ID, then I want to do and to make it as a selected. Okay, I hope you get the point. Like right now for as a technology as a 3, right? So that means our blog category ID as a 3, when this 3 will be matched with our, that is the blog post table, blog cat field as a 3, when both of this will be matched, then that will be as a selected, rather than that will be as a empty. So that is the things I want to do in here. So here by this I have already get our blog category, all the data. So that is our cat ID, when that will be matched with our blog post table, right? So that is a blog post table, and that is a blog post table field name as a blog cat underscore ID. That means blog cat category related a specific field ID I have already get it by the variable as a post. Here I pass it. So now here I also want to do with this post, I want to access that our blog post table field name, our blog post table field name as a blog cat underscore ID. I name it as a blog, and then the cat underscore ID. Okay, when both of this will be matched, then I want to add it one of the our option style as a selected, selected. Okay, that will be as a selected, and else that will be as empty. I hope the concept is very clear to you. So that is the simple one of the conditions you have to apply. Now let's check this out. Click as a save all, and now if you go right now for this post, I have already selected as a technology. If you now refresh it, and you can see technology right now as a selected. And if you go to that our other one which is selected as a finance data, click as a edit, and you can see there is a finance data is successfully selected. Okay, how to do this work? I hope the concept is very clear to you. So now our next process will be simple. Here I want to update with image or without image. I want to go back here, and now that is actually our field name. Everything will be just like that, same as a blog cat. That is a post title, that is the name as a long description, and also there is a name as the image, right? So rest of everything will be same. That is one of the form, and here also I want to pass that our, that is one of the form. Here I want to pass that our input hidden ID. So that will be the input field. I make it as a hidden, and here I name it as one of the name as ID, and this ID value here we have to pass it. I want to better pass one of the value, just will be just like that. That same process that I have done it multiple time, and value will be with our post. I want to access that our requested ID. Now we have to create another new method, and I just named that method as a update blog post. Okay, so now that is update blog post I want to create in our web.php. That will be another post method. Here I copy it and I paste it. Now that will be the name as update blog post. I copy it, and here I want to update it as update blog post. URL will be update blog post. I want to create another new method that will be as a update blog post. Now this type of another method I want to create in our, that will be as a post table. I want to create it in our blog controller. So now I want to go back to our blog controller. Here everything will be just like the same with the images. I have already done this type of work multiple times. Better I want to go to that our review. Here if you go to that our review controller, and into this review controller I have wanted to copy it. That is actually update review. You can see with image, and that is without image. Same logic. So here from the review controller I want to copy it. I copy the total update review. A method is ended in here. I copy it. Okay, I copy it, and now I want to use it in our blog controller. Here after that I want to paste it. So now one by one we have to update. Now first of all I want to update that our method name will be as edit, that will be as update blog post. In our blog controller I want to make it as update blog post, and I just name it as a post ID. Okay, post ID will be our requested ID, and requested ID means which one. Here also from the edit page I have passed it one of the ID, and that is our ID. Okay, great. So now that is fine. And here after that there is our field name also the same name as the image. Only the update we have to update that our resize, and also there is a folder which I have already done it for the stored this blog post. Here if you go, you can see there is a size will be as a 746, and then 500, and folder name will be as a post. So now better I copy it, and in here that will be updated as a 746 and 500, and that will be as a post folder. Okay, that should be stored it into the post folder which I have already created before, and now that will be updated. Perfect. So friend, that's all, and rest of everything will be just like that same. Now we have to update that our model name in our blog post table. I want to insert this data, so that will be as a blog post. It should be find our requested ID as a post ID, and then that will be updated our field name. Our field name will be which one? Here if you go to that our insert data, so that will be same. Better I want to copy it. I copy everything from here for insert this blog post data, and that will be create all that data. So I copy it, and now that will be exactly the same things I want to here paste it. So now that will be our blog cat, our database field name, our blog post cat, that will be requested our blog cat, post title, requested post title, Slack will be automatically generated, long description will be requested long description, because here I have already defined that our field name as a post title, the long description, and then the image, right? So rest of every field will be just like that same. And then, and also when this data is inserted, if you go, that it should be also inserted that are created at and updated at time, which is fine. So now that is really good, great. Okay, so now that should be displayed as a blog post updated successfully with image successfully, and it should be returned direct to our all blog post. I copy it. Now that will be returned direct to our all blog post. That's all. Okay, so that's all you have to do. Better I want to take it a little bit left side. Perfect. So now that is our with image. I want to better copy the same function. I copy it, and now I want to update it into this our else. Else will be everything here that should be the same, only our image will be not needed. From here I want to remove that image. Okay, now that's fine. That's fine, and now I want to check it's successfully working or not. Now if you click as a save all, and now I want to simply update it as a PHP addition optimize, and now I want to go back here, and now from here I want to refresh it. Like I want to check it with the name like as a finance data to the development. Here I make it as a 1.1, I make it as a 1.1, click as a save changes. Perfect, that is updated successfully, and you can see there is a category updated as a blog. That means development 1.1 title, 1.1 description. If you want to change that image, you can also able to change it. Like here for education purpose, I want to use some of the image like this one. Click as a save changes. That is successfully updated. Perfect, perfect. So how to do this work, friend? I hope the concept is very clear to you. So in our next video, I only want to complete that our delete functionality. So how to do this work in our next video, I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video here, we are successfully able to edit and update our blog post. How to do this work? I hope the concept is very clear to you. Now friend, in this video, I want to complete that our direct functionality. So I hope you already know how to do this work. Simple, I want to go to that our all post, and then I want to create another new one as a delete blog post. Okay, now this type of another new route I want to create, and also here we have to delete it throughout that our ID. Now I want to go to that our web.php. In here I want to create another new one. Better I copy it, and here after that I paste it. Now that will be the name as a delete blog post. I copy it. So now that will be as a delete and blog post. Our URL will be as a delete blog post with the ID. I want to create on the new method as a delete blog post. So this will be just like that same that I have already done it. And if you go to that our controller as a review controller, into the review controller, that is actually our delete image. I want to copy this total method. Okay, that is a delete review. I copy it, and now in our blog controller I want to paste it. Okay, here I simply paste it. Now that will be the name will be as a delete blog post, and I want to name it as a delete blog post. Now that will be find it in our table. That means our table name that should be as our blog post. So into this blog post area, that will be find this ID. Our field name also the same name as the image. That means in our blog post table there is a field name also the image. Now from here that will be actually deleted. Unlink that image. That will be our total row will be delected. With the blog post, it should be find this our requested ID, then that will be delected. It should be displayed as a blog post delected successful, and it should be return redirect to the back page. That's all you have to do. Now I want to check it, click as a save all, and now if you go, I want to run that PHP artisan optimize running successful. And now I want to check it here. If you go to that our project, I want to refresh it. Better I want to add another new blog post as a, I name it as a test. Okay, that will be as a test type of one of the description. I will choose one of the images, click as a save changes, everything inserted successful. And here if you go to that our folder, into this folder area, that is our public folder in our upload, and that is our post related folder that is successfully inserted. I want to remove it. I click as a delete. He has deleted. That is a post is successfully deleted. Image is also deleted. That means every functionality executed in here perfectly, right? So right now there is a technology related one post, but I want to add another new blog post. I want to get some of the references from here, like I want to simply copy it. That will be one of the another technological related blog post. I want to use it, but I want to take it, sorry, here I want to take that total data. Okay, I simply copy it. And this type of one of the data I want to copy it. That will be our post title for education purpose. I want to use some of the name here. I copy it, and now here after that in our editor I want to paste it. I want to make this part like as a bold, and I want to choose one of the image. And now better from to our exercise file, I want to take some of the image like this one. Now click as a save changes. Now that is successfully inserted. So right now I have that 3 posts, and that is actually our 2 of this same category data. Technology related, they have the 2 blog posts, and development related, they have the 1 blog post. So now we have to visible it. We have to visible it in our front end. So when you click it is in our blog page, then that should be load our template design. So this type of one of the blog page as a blog.html. So this page I want to load it, and in here the one by one that should be display all that our blog post, and it should be display all that our category. So everything I want to make it as a dynamic. So in our next video I will have implemented that our blog page in our front end. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.